not only because of the law, but because of barriers in opportunity, because of lack of resources, and because of numerous hurdles in the systems that are yet to be inclusive. When women cannot access finance, navigate institutions, or participate fully in markets, they are unable, or let's say that less able to claim their rights and benefit from the legal protections. This is why entrepreneurship matters for access to justice. It's a priority of my presidency. Promoting entrepreneurial opportunities for women and youth is central to advancing sustainable development. Women's entrepreneurship is a smart economics, but it is also about agency and a pathway to justice. It enables women to participate fully in society, to build resilience, and to shape their own futures. Women entrepreneurs drive growth. They create jobs. They foster innovations. They diversify markets, and they play leading roles in vital sectors such as agriculture and food systems, anchoring the resilience of communities and countries alike. And yet, their potentials remains constrained. Too many women still face barriers in accessing finance, in navigating legal systems, and in entering markets. These barriers are interconnected. They reinforce inequality. The scale of the challenges is quite clear. Today, 376 million women and girls are living in extreme poverty. Without accelerated actions, 351 million women could still be in extreme poverty by 2030. This is not inevitable. It is a policy choice. Ending poverty among women and girls is within reach, but it also requires removing the structural barriers that limit access to justice and that limit the opportunity. It also requires better financing. Too few countries have systems in place to track investment in gender equality and ensure accountability. We must strengthen how we track and target investment in gender equality so we can identify gaps and we can address structural financing needs. At the same time, the world is changing rapidly. Digital technologies are reshaping economies and future of work. This presents both opportunity and also risk. Globally, 27.6% of women's employment is exposed to generative AI. Without action, existing inequalities could deepen. But with the right investment, digital transformation can be a powerful equalizer. In today's world, digital access is also access to justice. Digital inclusion determines who we can access opportunities, who can participate in the economy, and who can lead. Closing the gender digital divide could benefit hundreds of millions of women and girls in the years ahead. This is especially important for young people. Across many regions, youth entrepreneurship is driving innovations and growth. Young people are not waiting, they are creating solutions, but they need support. They need access to finance, they need access to technology, they need enabling policies and environment. We must invest in their potentials, and we must do the same, particularly for women and girls. This means investing in women's digital and technical skills alongside policy that protect and empower in the world of work, and in women entrepreneurs through laws and regulatory frameworks that remove barriers, that expand access to justice, and that place gender equality at their core. Dear colleagues and ladies and gentlemen, we must approach this agenda in an integrated way. Access to justice, economic empowerment, and digital inclusion are deeply connected. We cannot advance one without the others. This requires collaborations across governments, the private sector, civil society, and legal communities. Inclusive legal system must therefore be matched by inclusive economic growth and digital ecosystems. This is how we move from commitment to delivery, to connect, to coordinate, and to deliver results. Through platforms such as High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development, we track progress, we strengthen accountability, and we support member states in advancing the Sustainable Development Goals. In 2025, we marked important milestones from the 30th anniversary of the Beijing Declaration and Platform of Action, the 25th anniversary of the Security Council Resolution 1325, and the 80th anniversary of the United Nations. We also agreed on concrete outcomes, including the Sevilla commitments and the Doha political declarations at the Second World Summit on Social Development in Doha. These moments reminds us what is possible and what remains to be done. Now we must follow through. And this is how we restore trust in multilateralism through results. I look forward to your perspective and to continuing these important conversations together. I thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your inspiring remarks and leadership.